Yamako about the original TV show, and then be at say, you didn't come out, MMRA NSɛM Legal so. And then so you be seeing the ashe, and your ma a coso yet to do is injunction. What did we are calling injunction, we are calling injunction, we are calling injunction. Injunction require anything. A very pain now with my injunction. When is a called injunction? Now, there is a court and reason or granting injunction, dear mammy, I'm a court some copy. We need to understand all these things. Now, said the injunction, you know, go for us, injunction, or Johnny, yet I got telling down home, yet I got telling saying, and never telling you us in there. Lawyer, I know never to say, we did you know, if you home back to you and didn't to you. Near you naturally. Now, yes, you're going to say, if you're home, I'm answering this meeting, edition Barimah. Yes, I'm Mako by the bar and then so do my dear so or original TV so. MMRA NSɛM do my DNA. And then so you're seeing Kunya Atanase. You be seeing the afa injunctions. Na yara say, I didn't put your friend injunction. A very bang no be me injunction at to be so, and at to be so. What be me brave, who I say, who ye be na manako injunction. At the 2 years soon, the unity in my so. Obisi sit down as obi age injunction ateno so ntodi me sit down no obisi okota asase ne injunction da so mutimi nko asase ne so enema bebre ne nkofo injunction de to so ene ye besua de ne ahwe se ade an ne fa ne injunction ebre ban na ye betumi age injunction wan ne betumi akoje injunction wan ne ntimi nko ade na court be hwa anse na wa grant injunction de ma me court. I didn't a court by when I say injunction and my bassa may pay. Now, so means minka. I didn't a court by share a bright injunction, not serve me. No man nisso, no busso, yes, mammy calls my call. Yes, mammy consider in my cussy. Yes, mammy nay in my year, no, but I say an injunction at us. And you be sure the pa. Sadly, way I did in California, work about political parties. But yes, you are bound but no, we are calling injunction the better so. Enti yesa abato ne timi maso ye tibi da bia ye hu bi da bia but injunction ya what you say ba unuma de kodi man ye friend say injunction no na hu so so pa akra ne say what is the core effect of injunction about ni so wo me a yakoji betia me no ene say ene de okoji ye no so no e de ye no so benya free mu adentina ye ma me kwan ma me nkwa ma de ampese me ye no na yes mint me nye adentia ene lawyer watena sia oni ebedi se nkomo yi ne asua de ene lawyer Gideon Tettey Tetteh ene de ndin mamu ni yabo lawyer Gideon Tettey Tetteh abrante akama the last time one na ne ebesua de efa bail ene arrest ene yi enso wo de be fa injunction mu na yehunu di won biara na fi ene de kro wo nam no bi ka jeso akoje injunction atia wa who the woman any the enemy. Council, Aquaba. Senior, we just buy. We have a code. I have a code answer. Good. Oh, vacation, you wouldn't ever. So, by and the last day, and Monday, dear. Now, you better say, gown back on as well. You remember by say Friday, a cock, then you shall we, but Mr. says, yes, Susan, correct. The legal apparel. Correct. Was it Biaboco? Oh, Biaboco. Oh. Me cover all last week na me who say one of my clients was see there some banning on noise making and now me so now me be say hey for how many weeks now say 4 weeks and say hey 4 weeks there easy now so but I see well after that the full celebration tea if you chilling part and the point about there obenya a lot of sales in there because there Friday Saturday Sunday there is going to be massive for him, but it's part of it. Festival there when you yeah. That's the sentence what you bread and you better say. That's it. Na ye Musa, I didn't friend say injunction. I didn't idea. You mean that's a bit here conform omission. Yeah, injunction no yeah to say your order from the court say Ibia to Obeka say Ibia men yesi and I mean yesi unto Ibia asem no ye we e court. And no need the simple terms of injunction. And just to say, the
je wo ye no either say ube jai at that moment and na ube jai at that moment ansa na asem no ye pe kan wan asem or court and na court be ka say okay men start to crumple until the fact say court no ebe ka say okay ebi asem no ebi a call favor and na enco favor ansa na ebi a de wo ye no and activity and project wo ye no ubetima to so enti injunction no ano
na everybody na metimi akopa injunction.
So
everybody at what point in time do you seek for injunction?
First of all, say injunction one of the basic one say who say the activity and project na ebi nipa ko oye no say court no an catch on say omunja na omun stop at that moment ebia ebe affect o say before be say irreparable damage.
Okay.
I say
na say how are yentimi enya bibi mfrinsia no.
Okay. Enti most of the time no say court no per se ema injunction say un catch court to say omu nyesa order no against our party no pa de ebe ha adwem ebia answer na by the time no na ebia asem no ye be wi asem no ebia by that time no ebe how pa enti enuni the major issue in terms of injunction and most of the time no most of the time court no per se omu tie said ya say omu masa order no and I want masa order no ebia ebe how adwin pa na ebia say you can't even say you be ma osika crample it will not sort or solve the problem ansana ebe ma osa order no.
I see. Now, you say, are there different types of injunctions?
There are various types of injunctions, but in Ghana, the Obertino, interlocutory and interim. Most of the time, but there were various ones. There were even Mareva injunction and all that. But just for the listeners to understand the law on local terms, you better share just the very common ones, and we need the interlocutory and interim. Interlocutory, you know, women who say Ibia court yamanu injunction and say just for some few days 10 days be na enu de ye ka say enu de ye unibako kokota wunya say obema would notice say Ibia ye filing injunction against your court enu de women who say court obema order no for just a few days because
and on the interim injunction.
Just for 20 most of the time we say 10 days. Okay. You there just to just because usually the court will say who person who can say any injunction party and yes just say the pakuno no who person injunction you know on to say yeah na same about court and see on brand and on can same and usually no interim there. It's just the fact say won't catch on no just the fact that we corner court back say be be no S party say means say the party no nipa kun no per say yen serving no on say
yes see na chini yakwade
no
okay
but for interlocutory injunction no there as say nipa kun per say yen injunction no court no emasa order no as say onya copy yen on say would the na sem aba court say yen massa order say okay injunction no or he shouldn't do an activity or no on tour some projects be and enu there sa order no yes say who serve no who man notice na usually no just say asem no ye wie asem no e wo court no ema bibia judgment and sana nipa kuno betimia go back to the project and now to us in terms of inactivity.
Okay.
And like before Becca say okay maybe onto the final determination of the case. And these are the two common ones now. Most of the time no yet because usually even in recent times politicians any even in conform almost on properties now they are always rely on either interlocutory injunction or interim injunction.
That is an interlocutory injunction. They said, okay, yet I see here. And no, dear, a bra court and a granting, before the court about granting, I said, me, ye kwaje betia me no minim ana say me ya we say ye kwaje betia me na me ko court obi the court ntie mienu wi ansa na court na grant no
no
and so the maye no a na say no de ebeda wa kwesi say o kana say da wa kwesi asem na ebedi be wi eh there asem na 10 years na say ebeda wa 10 years
enu de usually no say once the pakono say yema sa other party no ekwan say ontoa
de o ye no so
ya ebia say ye wi asem no pa de ebia be affect wo pa enti wo de enti say wo yes justification no of course usually no say a bit me about say yesanya massa injunction no in the long run in the pakro na o ebia yamano injunction no say time ebia ye wi asem no it may affect you the other party say you can't even do anything about it and you do na usually most of the time no inkofo omo pese yenye omo nyeza intellectual injunction enu de o wo ya frel say brabe ka wa asem asimi say o pese yen injunctive and what do you have to say now also be ka wa asem to see whether indeed ehia say ye be grant this interlocutory injunction and it's also always for the final determination of the matter.
Okay, so you hear the saying say injunction ye de ma ya grant interlocutory injunction ya okay ye de ma ye court wo am say na ne ko bi secrecy eno bi na Dr. Before prepare for NDC elections
and also your friends occupy
with the Bank of Ghana
the Bank of Ghana the other one the Oliver the no
occupy Julobi House
Julobi House no
okay
so almost there was a debate as to the fact say injunction no almost guarantee and now almost guarantee
so e hono yen hwe dey cancel injunction no ya file me lawyer for file injunction mame ya interlocutory injunction enye interim ni yepe we are no ye be talk about expert say okay enye ne yepe ye interlocutory na interlocutory no ye grant ba wunni me say enkofo ya court file say injunction but court ntie wo nti court make any pronouncement biara on the matter ebana sanwa is there anything against me to prevent me from doing something?
And no, there has never been a fixed stance or a fixed position about it, depending on the judge before the matter before that particular court. Because I say, because one of the cases, judge will say, or no, the matter is not there's no fixed position. Either say, once file is interlocutory injunction. Either say once you serve your amount of service and I say who ebia don't ehun here say we beto so or we beto activity no so ana ebia we beto project no so ana we betwen say ansa na ebia yabama ye be grantee injunction and there's no fixed position and depending on the situation hand but usually no we who say to say electoral commission against internal elections of the NDC the electoral commission see once obi filing just that alone omba and there's no up to now no I'm not aware of any fixed position depending on the situation ube who say depending on lawyer no be ka say ube to aso ana to approach so ana ube ka say once you have been served we dey train because it is either say you have several injunction but say a court against you it means it is going to affect you now and usually when who say depending on your lawyer better say once they've served you the injunction say who say as the it can wait you can the lawyer make a say then you wait and let's listen let's go to let's appear before the court now at least yes you can same but say depending on lawyer which make a say the end let them grant it on the side of the occupied Julobi House. So during that one, the police for no almost serve occupied Julobi. That's what I got. Said they did not even serve the occupied Julobi House. And common say there was even an injunction. Some of us say yes, serve your money, so the court did not grant it. And see, it depends on the court or the judge that we file this intellectual injunction. Meaning say some lawyers say I'm filing intellectual injunction. Na yes serve wa. Now, to us in terms of activity, no, they will file for contempt. I've seen some seniors doing that. I've also seen Kofomu say once they've not granted the injunction, they will not be, but they will not to us because of trial. The court has not granted it, and see, there's not a fixed position. And see,
because they are okay. So, Obi file for contempt. Contempt, they say, I say me Tettey court and I mean, say court a customer term na mean so where court no and can be for injunction no. No more than any. But when you see and make any statement on it. About the side of contempt, which I was would you tell me, not near contempt.
You see, that's why I don't think that you see, lawyers even doing that. Say, that is their position. And I've come to appreciate that a issue of interlocutory injunction power there, there's not a fixed position. And I know now, Kai said it was that same general Kai say, depending on him, he can decide say, ebia sa contempt no, obeti contempt no, ana obetwen say obeka say that contempt is not necessary. And sana ebia this say or guarantee sa interlocutory injunction. And that is where I even came to appreciate the law more because I can say he can decide the position. Obetimi afa say well once they've served you any uye bibia is contempt and now we can say well once they have served you but or not on granted in interlocutory injunction there then he can decide to do anything that is the position now bomb say if the court will, if the apex court the Supreme Court will come to a finality on that matter say when can we say injunction no interlocutory injunction no yes everywhere on ana within was interlocutory injunction when can we say you must not continue your activity is it when there are several ana you grantee because electoral commission made us know say on this in NDC electoral made us know say once they've even served them they will not be committee do not na say nanu ya in sukra ya won tino din and also say obi Ghana for be ni political parties ni bi I mean different proceedings won na court am say bi Koforidua bi wo mu Tema High Court wo mu ne am Accra so High Court na dade ni nyina no even though am say Accra am say Supreme Court come dey mkra wo NDC ni other political parties ni file but ever no nto no the same electoral commission na so no na no say oh once awo court na yenya kro ntie wo me mma no sa commission one so to an amount will be a court against open interlocutory injunction BU. Everything I use is there. So depending on the situation, the lawyer who believes ABR acceptable, they can call the bluff of the note, the injunction application. That's the point. There's no fixed position.
I see.
Unya lawyer na lawyer the lawyer bekano and no na ubefa. Then that should be it.
Very well. Therefore, any after more sharing communal egusu die efa injunctions na yesuan de kakra so far o me yati ase say injunctions ne na hodo na so no mienu bi pa na ya na tidy in na say ekoso pa wo ye man ga na mu ha di kan ye expert injunction na eta fa no say interim injunction ana say interlocutory injunction na eno de se agitia wa na asam no a question na court no enimwe no se court no grant say injunction ni ma me amekope no a lawyer me ati ase say injunction be gina watia wasa kopim se court no be di ase no be wie no abuafo ene bem e wasem no mu ansana say injunction ye interlocutory injunction na atwene ho afiri ho na fe di odi bem akofa na ade di odi fo atwene ho na wachela me ati ase emprepin the man court grant say injunctions we ni yes o hwe se wan na ebia e ba se bia esase ana obi so sit down waso me asase de media se wan grant injunction no asembusa ne se how ben ana zuza so ben na menya binya zuza so bia enfa how bia mreme se enfa how bia mreme dia se ne ya man injunction na nyehwe ne mbom se din so mbeba yebe wiye no ye fa se bi obi si abrosan o masase ne so be me ye me de na ka me nyama de si abrosan wo so e bi anka me be park as tell say court na grant injunction na mame a na ye makwan ma obi si dan ne wo so abrosan ne wo so wi a ye wi a me park na me ka so no be me defend ye until lawyer you see bro fi was an irreparable damage as tell say how be a betimi anya ye empata bi ntimi nsi say how na no kwan nti saa de ni nti bo na court na tie no ahwe na judge no nyansan mu no grant say injunction na ama me amekope say enti okay fi na de ko mo bi en kwasa ase no so bi de opam de wodua de oyede yen fesi wa ye di asem no wi a na ba bi e beto no wa wo pe wo de no akofa ebra wo tie nkomodie ya wo adwenkyere wo question bi busa na se bi a won tie ase a WhatsApp line na screen no so na 0550 090 867 0550 090 867 fa question fa WhatsApp line no so fa wadwenkyere bi a pa bi fa WhatsApp line no so wa hwe o Facebook no so question bi a wo bi a fa Facebook page no so ye be kan and ye be kan no so e de amawo ye ku ye nimu no anu so no ahoma no ye be bi atom wa wo hwe o be biara won so question bi a e fa injunction won na won ti ase na apeso obusa no won se ma kwa ma won so afre na won so de wadwen kire na se wo question number na lawyer ajebre ayi ano kama ye ku ye nimu counsel na me question be se mbisa bi no se ya granting injunction no amame na nso nipa no amene ne atwemanso no wantie ade na yeseme na nyane oguso a wo ye eba no sa ade na yeseme ye ye fa no se mini lawyer ana mene na twese manso na nso no me makopa injunction ma court ndi amame na nipa amene ne atwemanso no ontwe ne ho mfi ade na court no se wontwetwe no so ne bi ene gwa ne nkran ha behu anadwo na tade be tunu bi ani ho ansa na dubia na ni be so ya adwuma e ba no sa den na se me
se sisi se first of all hwe se nipa kuno no ya mano ya serve no ana onim se injunction no ya granting na onim se bia ya mano copy se dia or he's aware
enti ho no ba che wo wadaruma before so beto aso kire mu ye maye injunction is a court no granting wadan ni mu court dan ni mu no I was say you signed the nipa na meni ameni atwemanso no ye serve no ansa na injunction na ayeduma na ana court no kan wodem ho na ebe adwuma
usually say nipa kro ewo court no emasa injunction no it means say or you aware say injunction no ya granted usually we who say ye injunction no kampo ye betimi aka say go and paste that injunction on the property
okay
right usually because sometimes who draw the attention of the judge say up to now ebia ukoa ube say anajo na omu sidan anopa hu bia and all that then based on that because make say the injunction has been granted competitive injunction on the property now at least obia be who say an injunction has been say ye and say BBC na who says still in conform to us that's when we betimia file content application of course say yes say yen say Jesus court there to me content application because they don't do that there but say circuit court and high court and all those courts at least wait me apart from the district court.
I see. Now must an injunction always be granted? The first time I file na come in my application I was a court and grant me at all costs bribiana and I said there are times that court and because well me hwe mu no ano we dey me no nya dwenti me grant injunction ne mo asale because we
yeah I mean say I do there who file it doesn't mean say automatically be granted you are anti court bet me hwe we be hwe facts no na if lawyer no say the organ no say unconvincing court say the who can say yen granting injunction no grampo say here say be granting injunction you there's because court when granting injunction and there's always a possibility there is not a surety say once we yes application for injunction you pay yes the yes granting there be it's not a surety because it says as I say we yes application na aka say won convince court to say injunction no ewu hia pa because o say injunction pa there ebe hard in terms of the fact say assembly ye we no assembly e bia untumi call back and untumi hear there say we hear maybe activity and our project so enti enye surety say at all cost we file this application for injunction no ebe call your favor and until now sometimes no Ube who say depending on the institution of the person, because say once injunction has been filed, keke na ebia ya 7 say on say injunction on year any activity because on per same because say grantee now in the long run and now yeah files injunction now it doesn't go in the person's favor. It means say and maybe a to us in terms of we put just now because it means that you have to stop everything and you care a lot of loss. And that's why most of the institution and individuals, depending on their situation, say once injunction has been served on us on train because they don't want any loss that it is unnecessary.
Very well. Ahumano yebi edi atum from this time onwards. Your phone line is 0550 090 702 0550 090 702. What my friend, Namasa, what are my friend? But what do you say? Unti who TV neso. The end of be a mechanical how better a phone. Inti TV neso. Name lower volume set on the TV no. Sabi abit ma think and answer your feedback no one busa question be busa biara. Ahumano and the wall a screen no so. Would my find our friend will busa question be busa. There ku no Alfred Kuyoli. Or say kudos lawyer Twum Barimah and then your guest lawyer Tetteh. I'm watching you guys from Germany on a social here for Germany. Caller, good afternoon, your name and where you're calling from. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
But what are you from saying?
Pacha Medea.
Auntie, how are you from?
The friend female 7.
Sorry?
Mile 7.
Mile 7, but you're your mount is where grandma, what
Me pacho, maybe say be a obi si dan or massa accessoire. Aha. Na say, they said the Mokasa injunction no. Massa sensu no see idea no, but ye de court no. Court among quine say injunction in brass and so nipa na yere no ho na we via no. But me who so this kama me lawyers for inti me bisa no me ne den wa bra asem no court wo hwia no ho anadwo ho no yedwuma no inti na also abrebia na de no as dan o musi na ekoso na me asem a yegu so aka no court no ye nkan we but wo say na kwa na ekoso inti no sa no futu be na mo de be ma me.
Very well. Bacho lawyer be you are not TV no di better answers here. Counsel, it's just like the number we saw earlier one year. Or say you granting injunction no all right. Now so microphone you ho ekoye adwuma najo. Enti say wo no and am ban na so otu. Ongo twa photo na so ongo twa video me come court na so nkoye den.
Say you granting injunction, the park you granting, I'm sure he was there. He made me up see that injunction order on the property. Apart from that, you know. Say you draw the attention of the court say even though your grantees are injunction almost to us, and so you file for contempt because once court grantee injunction now will still to us, it means you don't respect the court. And okay. Court for no the judge will never take it lightly. Say wama order na odie person open and they are a very serious issue. And they say on back to the court to file our contempt to say order no the go to mine no omo person omo this way a court no take action. Very well. I'm sure say they will not be spared at all.
Okay, auntie said your question no lawyer here no say but what the true court na dwin so say and order na the man no nipa na omo order no tia no wontie ne mo de o gu court na ni mutia na fa dance e ko kire e court na mo lawyer for so na mo file for contempt na court no beti you na what they should to no that. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
But you didn't know you are free.
Yo, me free Pokuase. Me pacho me ni.
But you didn't at the same what I
me didn't maybe.
Sorry.
Hello.
But you didn't design.
Me did the Hannah.
Yo, yet you. Anna, all right.
Me pacho me ni me kwaje me ko na mpanyimfo bi me na me pasa kakrato. Na me ko e nti me ko na I am for foreign man. omo ma me saa no afidie e wo ho ma twa blocks be 3000 na gusi na me de anya ko gusi ten ba be start ga ma twa foundation kwa foundation 2 bedroom afidie me wie pepe pa omo de akoma your friend say omo say afidie ho ye explore omo mu no omo sa de me ko be bi ma ko foundation o say afidie my foundation 2 bedroom ko ti la peje ko du middle level and I'm seeing the paper on paper na ma me no say your friend say oh no network camera no nya man also ene ni sani na 4000 na man afide onya afide otozo peso na me minim e de wose mi na me tro e pe no be mama ayina na wose me ko na fa
but your last point in the anti woni ye now voice no phone kakra nti wodwuma kan woni bi mu a wo se wose for 4000 bra
but I paper no o se ne sign no ne sign no me obey paper na ma me ne sign ni na
okay what you can
4000 nti mama 2000 when you paper na o ti yo wasi abe do dis kan o to me abe de me ka o se me ko meduma abe de e won kura no e say estate for video I say me unu to that ne to that dey ne dey
all right
but me ko o mo se me nya aduma nti me hu de me
very well I told there Fatison I didn't lawyer among adventure na so be ya any kind of advice appropriate for you why yeah that's it counsel
the question
the question in summary of the whole thing and say what asase but be ya the man no or try blocks about 3000 pieces in Gusu at some point he was relocated into maybe one relocating the coin sanity to a different place name or relocating no but be on the see what pejana dan what you go sit down or this time round edu about window level anna open as usual land documents and I say on for 4000 cedis or make it part payment but and net watching obusa be my face so we dey go sit down don't worry about this. We dey sit down. I mean nobody's disturbing so we dey go sit down. So now the concern they say, hey, na ye what scramble and just say be a demand so ye estate company be there. Into one go sit down, no go sit such an estate company ni ba. No fine. Me was we need any proof that assassin water. Into when then?
Well, say ownership of property in Ghana had 3. Even Darucha Crown Pokai.
Okay.
First of all, answer apart from documents, as when your documents were assassinated.
That is one.
The second one is possession.
Possession too.
And the other one is grant by oral, customary grant by customary grant.
Okay.
By customary grant, according to the customs of
that area.
The area. And it is what take possession. You sit down also now so only document, only crata.
Yeah.
Now so what see all the way to window level.
Yeah.
You have taken possession.
Okay.
And unless, but in this period, say estate company no, say almost take action. To call you say ABA assassin no, and they don't call your attention nothing. Now you for close to 12 years. Automatically as assassin it will not even matter say unikrata. And possession is one way. And you know when we say in Kofobeka say, oh, these days in Accra, the amount of crata, but say, oh, because taking possession is also a way of the
claiming ownership. Okay.
Once we take possession, we see foundation now, it is extremely difficult for Obibeka say Abia or Bubu dying without a court order because say or yes or Bubu Sada, you can even take him on.
Okay.
You can even take him because what shows? You can't just get up and come and break your building.
Very well.
And he say, go for Omuka say they should continue. Is of course be a lawyer. And the lawyers also advise them say, there are many ways of ownership of land. Possession is one.
Very well.
And it's only granted. But of course that doesn't mean say you shouldn't give them pressure.
Mounting pressure, no penny get that. Okay.
It's still on.
And the Anna Ozempa. Good afternoon, caller. But you didn't know you are free.
Good afternoon. A friend Matthew, Mikasa Finungwa.
Yes, I'm about your question.
Okay, me person will be a lawyer. Me to assassin. Na me to assassin na me ni company bi na ye adwuma.
Okay.
Et me the assassin ma company no na someone fa mo car sensisi so. nti wo mu na me ne company ni jae adwuma ye
company na wo ye adwuma na de ma wo so form cars insisi wo
am form cars insisi so
very well
enti na wo mu na company me ni omu jae adwuma ye me ni omu jae adwuma na omu da so park omu car nti eche na me serve omu notice na omu yi omu cars ni nyina free asase no so
okay
ena me ton asase no e de ama nipa foforo me wo hwa e say company no aboka e ma company na gu na obi a company ne di omuka no e di akokot ma court abeton me masase no e di a say company na boka wa abreko a company ni paper bia wa asase no ho company no mimi di na wo so even ni porton asase no so ma me no akọ witness according to the omuka say court aton no de na say court aton asem no da so wo court be sin na dan ye oye si be 6 years no da bie court a mombra sa cementa nipa no a oto asase no senko o si no cementa gu ho nya agura ni nyina asai nti person bisa lawyer say nti court wo to me say wo japade na court say maton wa bra nipa no akọkọbọ ne ka bi wo baabi na court bi timi beton wo japade ne say yes na nipa ne ye adwuma wo ho nti court aton wo japade say court wo tumi so timi gi obi japade ton wa bra nipa no emben asem na fe ama wo japade na de wo person na akọkọye long process in fact menti ase
all right wadaroma fatusuma na ya dia wasem no benya ho moye efilo ya nchen council Medmasase ama was with my park car was at some point myself will notice.
So that's like you are renting the place.
Sanity and I fay what you know my boyfriend assassin. I feel them got assassin movie. Na obi the wo kokko say. Oh no assassin na wo ka okusisu no. Anya wodia. Aya wodia ntino ye nton ne fama because aya wodia.
I think it's an error on the side of the court, and of course, it's say or the documents do
unproduced documents
to show say document and any definitely a mistake. And once or the documents in the character a court into here, I'm sure they will definitely rectify it. And you there, and it is not going to destroy it because you cannot give what you do not have. And at the end, say anya wodia a mistake, and obviously so the the court and the court part there, definitely the court will look into it and reverse that decision. It is as simple as that.
And no, but was they are still in court in Boom.
You see, that's the point. We need to even understand the full details because so sometimes in conform, like sometimes the people don't in conform until court will say and so I can say adjournment. I was you are wasting your time. But usually, I'm not sure that the court is intentionally doing that. Maybe there are some processes and applications now. Maybe lawyer can say, oh, maybe do the right and now in conform camp, maybe the parties have not been served. And we have not served them. Definitely, we cannot even. But Debbie say, once you are in court, you definitely get judgment if you know say. Assassin and you have the necessary documents. It no matter how long it takes. And we know very simple. Once SAP assassin, it was only given like year renting. Na ebia ne pakuno na or ton company as niemano or your mistake. And you sure so now you say because cars almost pack was assassin, it is part of the company. Once you tender sa crata or court, the court will definitely reverse that decision in that regard. It will not. There's no way court will turn a blind eye on that thing. And see, unfunny and I'm sure, but I mean say, even though assembly or court, you will definitely get an answer. I'm sure it's just a matter of this. Maybe sometimes we call who say maybe 1 whole month, that month is full, and maybe say as I say the necessary applications to 1 year now 1 year a year. The court cannot just jump and this. So sometimes in conform with say. Answer. No. Sometimes these are the things that if your lawyers will have to educate on clients.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean say whether the person has been served or not. By all means, unya answer. And BOG protest and the case the prosecutors have lost the case because they didn't serve one of the parties. And see, usually MSC lawyer who said sometimes try and brief your clients as to how the court processes work so that you say after court they will waste your time until they will call crampoa and yeah but that shouldn't be the case.
All right. It has. And you didn't come on. Na me gidi say wa unya brɛ hwɛ yen bia no enema ya ka ho asɛm na yi ebi wasua ebi nso ayi wo nsɛm bia na wonte asia no ebi nso abie wani wanoma bi hu ma wo kyena sɛ bibi sa bi si a wɔn the way to go council nya botra kyerɛ mu the kinds of injunctions the types of injunctions ayewo ebra betumi enya ene ho nsɛm bia amofra ye mo question sound ba mo nya no yie kama ene so kyena wote so bi ka injunction ho asɛm a wonya ho nimdeɛ kakra ehun no kwan so fa so wo hu sɛ ya serve obi so injunction and wo busu nso ade ɛsɛ wo ye no nso ya kyerɛ wo ha ama no nso wo hu yɛn fa sa de so ntu na mo ne fa nante na yɛn sua ne manfiri mmara mu ene mmara ho nsɛm mu wei ɛyɛ mmara nsɛm dwumadie ɛna me amede adwa de dwumadie brɛ wo yɛ fa me Twum Barimah counselor na sɛ lawyer ona ebedi nkomo na nso yɛ fa no Gideon Tettey Tetteh ena na waje akonya ene ebesua de ba kyerɛkyerɛ injunctions mu ebra ebetumi nya ne bra yɛntimi nya nyinara na wo twese ne yɛbɛsa ahyia na yɛdi nkomo foforo nyame hyira